And we do be live. Hello, everybody. Welcome to the Friyay reading sprints. I thought I heard beeping for a second in my house. There was no beeping.
I think it might have been Sam.
Oh, that's entirely possible. Um,
I muted just in case the computer sounds got too loud.
no, I think we're okay. Anyways, so what is everybody going to be doing these sprints?
I'm going to be editing my TBR, and then after that, I have no idea.
Fair.
I was listening to Game of Thrones audiobook, but I'm probably going to switch to Unravel Me. So I've done a bunch of listening to that, and I'm my brain's done with Game of Thrones for the day.
Nice. I hate to finish The Lightning Thief soon. Then I have to read an arc I have for review. And then after my arc, I'll read the Shatter Me books.
Sounds good.
Yes. We do the live. Nobody else is here, but that's fine.
We are left to our own devices.
Oh no.
People should be spared.
I sent the link to people and said that we would be live in 25 minutes at 35.
Yeah.
It's okay. Oh.
There's somebody.
Hello, Storm of Books and Pages. What are you going to be doing during these sprints?
Shush. Rude.
The computer's just like, I have thoughts.
Apparently.
He has a lot to say, apparently.
Yep.
Before I start reading, y'all know I have to do my Animal Crossing shit.
Yep. Doesn't it typically go Animal Crossing and then checking emails?
Yes. At page 190 of Gallant. Nice. And hello, Lucinda.
She has risen.
She is alive.
Morgan's Bookshelves. How's the bingo board going? I haven't officially started it yet. I'm thinking I'll add that in probably the next round that I do it, because I don't want to have too many things going on right now and then stress myself out to the point where it's not fun anymore. Because reading is supposed to be like a low stress activity for me. So
yeah, and you have slowly made it a high stress activity.
Yep.
Slowly? What do you mean slowly?
Okay, when we first met, it was like, okay, a little bit of stress, and then now it's just like chaos.
And that's a good kind of chaos that I usually like.
Yeah. I will say it also, I am to blame for like all of that.
How would you say that you are to blame?
Because I am the one that like constantly was doing buddy reads with you the first month we met, which then made you want to read everything.
Yes. Yeah, how many readathons? I mostly do readathons now just for prompts. I don't actually like fully participate in any other than, of course, the Witchathon, which is happening. But I don't really fully participate. I just kind of use the prompts because I like filling out prompts and stuff.
Yeah. Versus I'm the opposite. I'm like, if I'm participating, I am hardcore participating, trying to fill like as many prompts as possible, planning ahead.
I just do the bare minimum, to be honest.
Yeah.
And well, lately I've been trying to do the bare minimum, and that's been helping a lot.
Yeah. To be fair, half the time I do just like halfway through the month, I'm like, we'll just shove it in. But
Oh,
I like going in with the plan. Does the plan stay till the end? Absolutely not.
I'm like gonna also be working on being okay with doubling up books for prompts.
Yeah.
Hello, ladies. Hello, Miss Alicia.
Hello.
I'm on City of Glass now. I'll probably read Shadow Me next. Nice. I'm currently reading Crush, about 475 pages in, and journal updating right now. Nice.
Alicia, what chapter are you on? Because I was listening to Crush earlier.
Takeover Readathon, which
and
is...
so I want to know where you're at compared to where I'm at.
I'm doing Witchathon, Studio Ghibli-a-thon, and Romance Takeover Readathon, which is only a week. I fill out the prompts even after, like, because I handwrite all of the prompts. I fill those out even after the readathon is over, just to see, like, reading and stuff. I don't know. I like filling out stuff like that. It makes my brain happy, and I will continue to do what makes my brain happy.
You know what I forgot to do yesterday when we were video chatting, Morgan? That tarot card spread that I sent you on Instagram. I got distracted by zombies.
You must be nearly done then, Alicia. I have no idea. I'm chapter 88. I'm doing planner updating, not journal updating. That was earlier. Your comment said
journal updating,
not planner updating. So I read it correctly. You just typed it wrong. Where are you at in Crush, Hope?
I'm on chapter 98, so I think I know where you are, Alicia, and
I haven't started Crush yet because a bunch of other things have been going on. And
I
also need to fill out my FAFSA before I do any reading.
What, Sam?
I thought briefly about making myself read it, but then I chose Dark Lover instead.
Well, I think I know what I might make you read if I win Witchathon.
I'm torn between two options. I'm trying to be nice to you guys or being slightly mean.
Depends on the vibe.
Yes.
While I'm over here, I'll guilt trip people saying, but it's my birthday.
And I'll say, but I won. To be fair, I just had that thought like earlier today while I was listening to it. I was like, I could be mean.
Well, if I happen to win on your birthday, Sam, I'll do my other option, the not mean one.
Well, Hope's over there like, I'm going to be mean. I don't care if it's her birthday.
Like, I might try to do like nice ones. Because I could be mean and be like, hey, read this like 1,000-page book.
Comments jumped. Okay. Hello, Tangible Reads. I hope you are having a good day. Yeah, I typed wrong. It's all good. And how did you pass me, Hope? I believe Hope was listening to the audiobook.
I literally listened to the audiobook for like too many hours during Ashley's 24-hour live sprint. So I probably literally read like 4 hours that day. So 4 hours at like 1.8 speed means a lot of pages.
Yeah. When were you doing your Riordan Live, or was there going to be one? Yes, there will be one. The Riordan Live will be on August 6th at, I believe we said 3 p.m. MST?
Yes, which is 10 p.m. BST.
Yes.
So
Yes. But yes, there will be one. I think you guys will be picking me a book, so bring it on. Do not sell yourself short. It's based on averages.
yeah, who knows? We
Steve
could
may have
all
more people,
decide to just slump next month.
Hope's team may have more people, but you never know. Oh man, I didn't participate in Ashley's 24-hour thing. That's why. I will catch up soon. That is fair.
Yeah.
So in about 5 minutes, we're gonna. Why is my dad sending me TikTok videos?
I mean, I sent you a ton earlier today, so.
Yeah, well, it's different coming from you. It's not my father.
Yeah, when it's from you, Sam, it's like, oh, this is going to be interesting. When it's from a parent, you're just like, what the fuck am I going to open? I'm thankful that neither of my parents are on TikTok and like use it really, so I'm like,
I popped in now and again on her live.
yeah.
Yes.
Yeah. I know that once I hit like midnight, I was like, I have to listen to an audiobook, so.
Yeah. Ugh. So before I read, I actually have to fill out my FAFSA. I need to do that. Probably wondering why am I not doing that first? I have a process, and if the process gets interrupted, there will be meltdowns and crying. That will be awkward for everybody involved.
Yeah.
I haven't yet to have my meltdown, so I think my caffeine is working for me.
That is good. Good, good, very good.
I almost sneezed earlier and I grabbed my napkin and I'm like, excuse me while I just scream into this napkin. Since I still can't sneeze out of my nose. So it just sounds like a freaking
When
scream.
will you be able to sneeze out of your nose?
I'm assuming maybe in like November. Because I still can't blow my nose
Jesus.
either.
That's
Like, what happens if you just accidentally sneeze? Like,
I run the risk of prolonging the healing process.
yeah, okay, yeah, no sneezing. Not even an accident.
Well, it's happened a few times already. So.
Oh, I need to feed Knox. Cat o'clock. Guys, preschool starts in 2 weeks. That's a little bit insane. And
Yeah.
Alicia says that you running the risk of like damaging or prolonging process is crazy.
Yeah.
Yeah, because what, November will be 6 months after?
Yeah. Because they didn't do my doctor's like nurse practitioner. She didn't completely scope my nose. Like she didn't shove it all the way up there to see everything. She like barely stuck it in there. She's like, "Yeah, I can still see crusties, so you still need to do flushes and stuff, and till those crusties go away." Like,
Oof, that
right.
sucks. I apologize.
I made a mess with my yarn over here.
You'll just have to keep telling yourself soon.
It's not too bad. At least it's not like 4 times a day. It's like 1 to 2 times a day. So. Really
That's
helped
good.
when my allergies were really bothering me. I think it was like this morning when I did a flush. I kept sneezing and it kind of helped stop the sneezing for a bit.
That's good.
Just got rid of all the stuff in my nose. I really dug myself a grave with this ball of yarn.
Where are Mac and Reese? They are usually here.
So I figured out, Morgan, how to export the Twitch stream that I did yesterday to my YouTube.
Cool. Nice.
And I can, if you have a premium of StreamYard, you can also broadcast two different platforms at the same time. But since I don't get monetized on YouTube, I'm not going to upgrade StreamYard until I do to be able
Yeah.
to stream
That's
on
fair.
both.
That sounds like preschool, lol.
Like if anybody wants to watch like an hour and a half of Plants vs Zombies Garden Warfare gameplay, that will be coming onto my channel soon.
Okay, so I know I said we were going to start at 15, but we will start at 20.
Okay, at 20, everybody just start yelling at Morgan.
Please don't yell at me. I will cry. I am.
By yell, I mean like say in the chat, hey, sprint.
Please don't yell at me. Very for delay today. What were you streaming? Plants vs Zombies Garden Warfare. I think.
Yeah, Garden Warfare 2, I think that's what it was.
I thought Katie might have been doing more Stray streaming today. I did not know that she was live.
Yeah.
Yeah, I need to catch her playing that so I can decide whether or not if I want to invest in that game. Even though I don't play a whole bunch myself.
Mm-hmm.
Yesterday was the first time in a while that I was actually pretty decent at playing Plants vs. Zombies. At least a shooter game, anyways.
Oh. Yeah, I'm tired.
Alicia's our countdown timer over there.
Yes, 2 minutes till sprint.
2 minutes till sprint. I don't want to fill out my FAFSA paperwork, but I have to because college is fucking expensive.
Yeah.
Yep.
One reason why I decided to forego going to college.
We'll put it this way, Morgan. Would you rather spend an afternoon filling out the papers or have to pay all the money?
Yeah, well, honestly, I wouldn't be in school right now if my health insurance did not depend on it. Welcome to America.
Yeah.
Actually, I don't know if I would be in school or not. I probably would be. But I don't know where the fuck I would be. I don't know what's happening.
One minute until sprint.
Un momento. I'm getting so many notifications from this one Discord. I don't actually. Oh my god, I am muting this entire server's notifications because I honestly don't care.
Which server?
It's a readathon server that I'm not actively participating in, so I still need to get my 7 books for 7 days.
Yeah. I need mine. Well, I only requested for somebody to pick 4, but and it's 20.
Yeah. Well, my person didn't let me know.
They do have until Sunday to send it, so those people could be busy with things like actual adult jobs or
Well, that's what I'm thinking. I was just saying that, like,
yeah.
haven't sent anything yet. But it is time for the first sprint, and I will see you guys in 30 minutes.
Sounds good.
All right. How did everybody do on that sprint?
I got maybe half of the raw footage, edited, but without, just basically edited the raw footage, nothing else.
That's all right. That's fair. Sam.
It's got like 12 and a half pages read.
Nice. I did my FAFSA stuff so that I wouldn't have to worry about it. And turns out I didn't need to do much. So
you thought it was more work than it was.
yeah, it was literally just me pressing some buttons, and then I had to go to my school's website and be like, oh, yes, I accept this grant. Which is basically just free money.
I want free money, but I don't want to go to school to get free money.
Yeah. Let's see. Alicia says, happy reading. Why are you being this way, Internet? I just got here. I probably should be reading, but I'm going to write. I'm in a huge writing mood. I think this book can be released this year, which makes me happy. That's awesome.
Nice.
I'm officially 200 pages into Mistborn. I read 10 pages this round. Also, hello. Hello!
Hello. How are you enjoying Mistborn?
That's one I still haven't read.
I need to kick myself in the ass and read the third one.
I haven't read any of his books, so.
Oh my gosh.
Don't do that.
Oh,
Reaction.
I still haven't heard from Cole. I'm not sad.
I know, that's why I was like that. I was like a joke of like...
Yeah, unless he messages me and was like, hey, I was dying in the hospital, I'm like, okay, goodbye. I am on page 4 of chapter 30. Nice.
It's one thing I can never really get into is creative writing.
I need to kick myself in the ass and read what I've written so I can go through and be like, what do I need to change for what I have written?
Yeah.
But that involves reading something that I can't count towards my Goodreads goal.
I mean, you could.
Unless I'd then have to add it to Goodreads, but I don't want to do that right now. I would probably be at my Goodreads goal if I counted one of the books because I've read it way too many times.
Yeah.
You think I would learn not to do certain things when knitting and crocheting, but no, I have not learned. Out of the 15 years I've been doing this, you think I'll learn?
Yeah, but you haven't.
No. Because I am a dum-dum. Who likes
Not a dum-dum. I will tolerate no self-hatred on this page. I am on page 483, so I read 13 pages. Nice. I don't have my books on Goodreads until it's published. This one I might do a bit before the release date. Don't know yet.
Well, yeah, I know like some authors do it like, as soon as it's announced. Others, especially indie authors, do it like, maybe a couple months out from the release date once they have that release date set in stone. but I don't want to add mine to Goodreads because one of them doesn't have a title, one has a tentative title that might change, and I don't actually know if they are going to be published or not. Therefore, don't add it to Goodreads.
Fair enough.
Because who knows, I might finish the book and just go, nope, it's not. It can't be published.
That is also a thing.
Yep.
Oh, I'm gonna need to start getting myself on a school schedule because I start school in literally a month.
Yeah, I'm gonna have to start doing that too instead of going to bed at 2, 3 in the morning and waking up at like 11.
Yeah.
Yep.
Even though I'm online and I could literally do my schoolwork at 3 in the morning and they wouldn't give a shit, I prefer not to.
Yeah. That is fair. I've had a passion for writing my entire life. Nice. It's good to have those passions.
Yeah. More power to you guys that can write the books because I much prefer reading them instead of writing them.
That is allowed.
Yeah.
So I'm probably going to have to cut this, even though I don't want to cut this. I'm going to.
I drew instead of reading, and it was a flop. Also, hi. Hi, Reese.
Hey.
I haven't properly drawn something in a while. I haven't done any painting in a while.
I can't draw.
I'm pretty good at like using it like an inspiration like picture and going off based off that. It's just been a while.
Ah.
Yeah.
Dealing with Animal Crossing stuff. And then I was gonna film today, but I still feel really shitty. Because I haven't been feeling good the past couple of days. I can't draw either, lol. Drawing hair is hard. I'm gonna make everyone bald. Do it.
I find drawing eyes kind of hard.
Anytime I try to draw eyes, people look cross-eyed.
I always have a problem with one eye being bigger than the other.
Yeah. Or they just look like they're intently staring into your soul and judging.
I mean,
Is that not what they're doing?
Yeah, exactly. That's what they're doing, but it's just like they're almost judging. Like, you really drew my eyes like that?
Later as well, yeah. I would be doing like but I feel like ass, and the only thing I can really do is just sit here.
I need to take pictures for my Etsy. I've been needing to do that for the past like 2 months.
What do you sell on your Etsy?
Just stuff that I've made that I don't plan on keeping.
Ah.
I have like a handful of stuff on there currently. It's just I have some more stuff that I've been needing to.
Mm-hmm.
Like a few of the necklaces that I went ham and made over last weekend, I'm selling. So I don't need that many necklaces.
If shipping wasn't like an arm and a leg to Canada, I would buy one from you.
Yeah.
Maybe if I save up.
I try not to make mine stuff super expensive. So
Oh, it would be the shipping would be like triple the amount that you're selling the necklace for.
Yeah, probably.
Yeah.
The kitty cat just meowed, so I will see everybody back here in 30 minutes.
Sounds good.
All right, that was the sound of the cat. How did people do?
I have about 14 minutes left of my video to add like all of the graphics to and like book cover photos. So
Nice.
And shockingly, I have a TBR video that is going to be just under 20 minutes.
Solid. Sam, how'd you do?
I got 20 pages.
Nice. How did people in the chat doing? I need to edit, excuse you, a couple of videos I filmed. I'm procrastinating. LOL, lots of mood. And I agree, the procrastination is real. The procrastination is real, especially with the weather near my place being what it is. It is so gray outside. I'm like, I don't want to do anything.
Yeah.
Like, no, thank you. Got a little further. A couple characters are arguing, so it's intense. Yeah, I can imagine that being intense.
Yeah.
I need a nap.
You need a nap.
Yeah, I need a nap.
Naps aren't bad. 10 more pages in Mistborn. Rest of the time was spent watching BookTube. Nice. I know my battery's dying. I will plug you in just a second. I'm on page 496 of Crushed. Hope, where are you again?
I am going into chapter 98. I don't know what page that is because I'm listening to the audiobook. So.
That is too many chapters.
There is 126.
That is too many chapters for the Lion King retelling.
I don't know.
I just thought of something like when you said that. This is not spoilers, but there is parts where the characters literally have to fall down something.
Yeah, that sounds about right. What chapter?
98.
I think during the next sprint, I'm gonna go feed myself because I'm hungry.
Yeah, that should be done.
Feeding oneself is important.
I hope you said feeding oneself and not eating oneself.
I said feeding oneself is important.
You gotta cut out a little bit for me, so it sounded like you said eating oneself. And I'm like,
No.
Morgan, that's not how things work. At least not for very long.
If you ate yourself, would that be considered cannibalism or suicide? Or suicide by cannibalism?
Yeah,
Both.
Both, yeah.
Fair enough.
Now I'm just thinking how that logistically would work.
Not very well.
Well, like, would you start, like, what would you start with? Like, your fingers, your toes?
Probably bottom to top.
Like we're starting to go all Donner Party over here.
Because if you went with your fingers, like, how would you hold your utensils?
True.
Such a lovely topic for a live.
It happens.
Where would you start if you had to eat yourself to stay alive?
Well, yeah, I know. I'm thinking logically, like, you'd start, like, with your feet.
I don't know if I would eat my feet. I might just, like, throw my feet away, honestly. I hate feet.
But that's why I'm saying it would be the first thing, because then it would be like, oh, you don't want to eat your feet. You're not going to eat anything.
I mean, yeah, but, like...
This is going to be on the internet forever.
That was an awkward point to start paying attention again. What is this about cannibalism? We are discussing whether or not eating oneself would be considered suicide or cannibalism or suicide by cannibalism, and we decided it was the latter option. And now we're talking about which part of the body of ourselves we would eat first. And Hope is talking about how she would eat her feet. But I'm like, I couldn't do it.
I'm not saying how I
would
would.
start with the roll here because that seems to grow back very quickly for me. So.
That's fair.
So
my logic is if I started eating my foot and then I decided, hey, I don't want to eat myself anymore, it's like, yeah, I'd be stuck with then like crutches for the rest of my life.
Yeah, and then you'd have to learn how to re-walk.
Yeah, but if I did my fingers, I wouldn't be able to do anything. If you just randomly started eating your knee, you'd still have to learn how to walk.
True.
The way I'm logically thinking about this, like, what?
You can always go for a butt cheek.
I don't think
that way you could say you've ate ass before, so.
True.
Just still.
Yeah.
Sam, that's what you would do.
Intrusive thoughts are like, only like darker. Just so that everybody's aware.
True. Robot limb replacements.
Yeah, not if you get robot limb replacements. Well, that becomes the discussion of if you replace all of your parts, are you still a human? Or would you become a full robot?
Robot with a human head.
Well, that's implying that you don't attempt to eat your own head.
By the time you eat your own head, you physically won't be able to survive.
Yeah.
But if you start with your head, you wouldn't be able to survive. So how much of your body can you eat before you die? That is the question.
I guess it depends on how messy you are as far as like cutting. Because it's like if you cut an artery, you're going to bleed out.
Exactly.
So it's like if you do a little bit at a time, it's going to take longer, but you're less likely to kill yourself before you're done. I'm thinking about making the chapter I am working on into chapter 31 and then do something else for chapter 30. Valid. I would say that makes you a cyborg. I mean, yeah, I guess that's fair. If you like somehow can leave all of your internal organs intact.
Yeah.
But how much of you could realistically become a cyborg? Like, because we already know that it happens with organic matter occasionally, is that the body will reject it when people get like skin grafts or like heart transplants or kidney transplants and stuff like that. We know the body rejects it. Well, can reject it, I should say. How do we make sure that the human body does not reject the metal?
I think that would literally just have to be trial and error.
But who's willing to be the test subject in order to determine whether or not that's a thing? Also, who's deciding, like, ethicality of it? Like,
I'll stick with eating my stomach roll. Thank you.
Because, like, you can't just say, like, oh, yeah, we'll turn Jim Bob into a cyborg, because that goes into bodily autonomy questions of, what if Jim Bob does not want to become a cyborg?
Yeah, that's a whole thing.
So.
Technicalities,
and then also, like, the fact of, like, hypothetically, if this were to happen, it would be a whole process that will probably never happen in our lifetime.
I'm just picturing like one of us being like the like talking heads from Futurama.
This one comment, LOL, you want to bring minutes if we've already eaten our arms off?
I mean, yeah, but you're making the choice to eat your own arms off. Anyways, the timer meowed, so that means it's time to read. I will speak to everybody in 30 minutes. All right. Oh, we have an Ashley with us.
Hello.
Hello.
How did everybody do that sprint?
I'm almost finished editing my video, so that will be finished in the next sprint, and then I'll have to start cooking probably.
Nice.
What video are you editing?
What?
Oh, what video are you editing?
Oh, I'm editing my TBR.
I feel that I need to do that later tonight.
Alicia says hello.
Hello.
And I got 16 pages right. I made it to the 200 page mark.
Nice.
And I
Just
got all
what
my
time?
computer stuff done.
In case anyone's curious, I did not eat. I'm now chapter 95, page 505. Nice. Noise.
I walked my dog. That was like all I done. So I came back just as the timer went off, and I was like, "Hey."
Perfect
Perfect
timing.
Timing.
Well, I hate to jump off just when Ashley gets here, but I need to go home now. So,
Okay,
Yeah.
well,
Bye, Sam.
you know the drill.
Bye.
You can hop back on if you want.
alrighty. See you guys later.
Shia.
Yeah, because it's home time for Sam.
Yup. Time to go home. End of chapter 93, but waterworks for a second. Okay.
I'm now going into my ebook copy to the end of that chapter, being like, "Why were we crying? I read this earlier today."
What book was that for?
Crush by Tracy Wolf. Oh. I know what Alicia is referring to.
I don't. Yeah.
Same.
I'm like, I read that this morning and I wasn't sure because all the chapters blur together when you're listening to the audiobook.
Yeah, that's fair.
Because even though it says, like, oh, chapter 93, blah, 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 and you're just like, okay, yeah, and the story?
Like, okay, and?
It's like, yep. Continue.
I keep looking at my TBR like that's a
I
thing.
am still playing Animal Crossing. Should I be reading? Yes, probably. Am I
Yeah.
going to right now? No.
I know that I need to start watching everybody's TBR videos that have been slowly creeping up the last few days.
Well, mine isn't going up till Monday, so
Okay, I have time to catch up on those.
I
All
thought,
the
well,
time.
I'm meeting up with Rachel tomorrow, and we're spending all day Sunday together. And I don't want to be like last minute trying to edit uploads and stuff on Monday, because I don't know whether I'm
Yeah.
saying on Monday or not. So I know tomorrow I'm going on a pub crawl, so R.I.P. me.
She's like, that's gonna be fun.
Yeah, I've got tomorrow's a pub crawl, which is fine. It's fine. And then on Sunday I'm doing Edinburgh Castle, World of Illusions, and I'm going on a ghost tour.
Ooh.
So, and then I think on Monday, I don't know what we're doing Monday, but I think tomorrow we're going up Arthur's Seat and going book shopping and stuff. So it's gonna be fun. I've got like a really nice weekend, so I don't want to like put last minute pressure on myself to try and do my TBR like last minute.
Yeah.
So I filmed it. I just need to edit it, which I want to do tonight, and then I can kind of schedule it and stuff. Even if I don't schedule it till Sunday, then at least I've got the most part of it done.
Yeah,
So I don't really
you'll
have to stress.
yeah, it's easier to just like for example, if let's say you don't upload it till Monday, it's like, well, it's easier to just upload a video than have to edit and upload it.
I'm someone who usually films, edits, and uploads on the same day. So I've got next Friday's video done and scheduled. So
Nice.
proud of myself.
I have
And
it
tonight
be
I'm
on
going to get my
Monday.
Monday's video done. And then hopefully on Monday or Tuesday I can get next Monday's and next Friday's video done. I'm going to get there, guys. I'm going to be one of those people who loves to schedule.
And then there's me. I'm like, I barely have Monday's video prepared, and that is because it is the vlog that I've been filming all week that has 2 clips. Because I've only... I started on Tuesday, and then Wednesday I was like, I am not in the vlogging mood. I filmed a clip yesterday. I've finished 2 whole books since that clip, and I have not updated it today yet.
You might want to.
And I'm like, I finished 2 whole books.
I usually don't do reading vlogs for that reason.
Okay, I was so good at doing reading vlogs, and then I think like when I think it was like when I had COVID, I kind of like, because I was sick, I didn't vlog as much, and then I like lost the momentum to vlog afterwards, and now I'm trying to get it back because of like the end of June I didn't really vlog, and then like I haven't really vlogged that much of July, but I'm like, I love doing them. I love editing them, even though they are a pain in the butt to edit. But
I don't really do vlogs, so
I'm back. Sorry for disappearing. I was on the final stretch of a Zelda dungeon, and it took me longer than expected. That is totally fun.
Which Zelda game? Which one? Zelda fans need to know.
You have had all the stuff happening, Hope. I wouldn't worry about it. I agree.
Well, yeah, that's why I'm just like, if I only update this vlog with, let's say, like, I might try to film the clip in the in the next sprint. I'm gonna finish editing my video because I have like 2 minutes left to edit, and then I'll start supper, and then while supper is starting to cook, then I'll film the clip. I'll do that.
Wind Waker.
I've not played that one in ages. I can't remember like any of it, but it's not one that I've played like millions of times, so I can't remember that one that well.
And there's me, I've never played a single Zelda game. I don't really.
I haven't either.
Yeah.
I've got a Zelda tattoo, so.
Yeah, you do.
Zelda tattoo, Scooby-Doo tattoo. My little nerdy thighs. Because my chest tattoos aren't nerdy, so it's just my thighs.
There's just so much. Okay. Done playing Animal Crossing for the day, which means the name is changing.
I swear, I always just keep my name the same because I end up, it's like as soon as I put a book in it, I then decide after one sprint, nope, I'm doing something else.
Yeah, I flop around a lot.
For example, Ashley, on your sprints, I would have had to change my name, I think, like 5 or 6 different times.
Yeah, you would have to change a book like every sprint or something.
I think I read bits of 5 different books, but then one of the sprints would have been crush / cleaning, because I was also cleaning during one of the sprints. Right? Yes.
That's fair. I only read one book at a time, so it's quite easy for me to just be like, it's that.
Well, Everybody heard the meow,
Yes.
and that means it is time to sprint. So I will see everybody back here in 30 minutes. Have fun. I hate to interrupt people's reading, but I have to share this book description with you guys because it's making me piss myself laughing. Just this first line, I will be getting this book because it is free. The first line is, "Drunk raccoons destroy her bakery." And now I'm like, I want to know more about these drunk raccoons. Where do they come from? Drunk raccoons. People marketing books nowadays definitely know how to get my attention. Just drunk raccoons, everybody. That is all.
Well, Morgan's off doing something.
Hi, Hope. How did you do?
Good. I did quite a bit in that sprint, actually. I finished editing my TBR.
Wonderful.
I made supper, and it's currently next to me cooling off because it's a little too hot at the moment. I filmed that vlog clip I said I would.
Yay!
And then I planned most of my videos for August. A couple of them are like subject to change on dates, but how much did you get read?
I read 18 pages, which I'm pretty happy about.
That's pretty good.
Apparently, I've read 50 pages today.
Nice.
I do like a diary. I don't know if you can really see it because it's so small. I do like a diary, and it says like what book I'm reading and what page I started on and how many pages I've read that day.
Oh.
So like, I don't know if I can kind of show it that way.
I know. I'm like, I wish I could just make the screen bigger.
But you can kind of see there. It's kind of like got underlined what the book is. It says page and then how many pages read. So, yeah, almost to the end of like the month. So I'm like almost a full page.
Alicia says I'm on chapter 97, page 515, and whoa. Hope, where are you? I haven't read any more of the books, so I'm still at chapter 98, but I'm literally like, I know exactly the moment you're talking about. And
Speaking of your TBR, Hope, how many books do you have in total?
22.
So yours is always mental. Is that like 22 just from your TBR game, or is that like readathons?
I didn't do my TBR game this month.
Okay.
But that's between Witchathon and then the Magical Readathon. And then also in my thing, I was like, here are a bunch of other books that I really, really want to read this month.
That's fair.
That just didn't fit the other prompts.
I've got 7, and that's because of Magical Readathon.
That's pretty good.
So obviously my TBR game, I need 4 points. So that's not too bad.
I think you'll be able to get them done.
I'm not going to say how many points I need, like in terms of like how many books or whatever. But essentially, I've got the 4 points, but that would be like a maximum of 4 books. And then Magical Readathon is 7. So I managed to fit in my TBR books into my Magical Readathon TBR, which is quite nice.
That's good. I think technically for the TBR books for the readathons, I need to count them quickly. If I can find the note in my phone. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. So only half the books on my TBR are for the readathons, and for August, I'm saying like, oh, if I don't read, I literally said in my video, so mild spoilers, if I did not read a single book mentioned in the video, that is perfectly fine. I would be very concerned because there's some read along and book club books on there. So I would I'd royally fail those, but
I had to think about my mine, but I was quite easy to get Dragon Rider in. And Memnock the Devil I managed to get in to my Magical Readathon TBR because Memnock has the devil in it, so that I feel like that would fit for a book featuring betrayal. There's bound to be betrayal if there's a devil in it. So, and then Dragon Rider I put as my cozy read for the inscription class, like the day for it. So I've managed to get those 2 in there, which is quite nice.
Yeah, that is really good. I mean, I think I was able to get almost all of my like read along or book clubs. I think, well, I say all, I think I was able to get 2 of them.
Not bad.
In.
Hello.
Yeah. Hello.
Hi.
Well,
I'm
okay.
thinking, see if I. Oh, hi, Morgan.
Hello. Oh, yeah, I was talking about a book called Bear in the Bakery. Apparently, one of the lines that was sent in the email was drunk raccoons destroy her bakery, and I was like, yes. I am on chapter 97, page 1 or 515. I can't read.
I've told Alicia where I am and that I know exactly.
Solid.
I honestly might just listen to Crash in the next, like, for the rest of the sprints, because I want to finish it. Should I probably read my physical books? Yes. Do I care? No.
Did you finish The Lightning Thief already?
No. That's one of them that I should finish.
I mean, yeah, considering.
In my defense, I only have to read the rest of The Lightning Thief and then the Destroy Me novella, which is literally, I think, 100 pages. So I can finish both of those tomorrow.
Fair enough.
Because there's Alicia's sprints tomorrow. There's Sam's sprints tomorrow. There's my sprints on Sunday.
I will try to join if I can, but because I've also got a really busy weekend, I will see what I can do.
Okay.
Drunk
But I
Morgan
might
is going
not
to
be able
make
to
her
kind of.
reappearance tomorrow.
Yes.
Her monthly reappearance.
Mm-hmm. I know that I
So
also.
I'm doing my diary for knowing what videos to upload in August. I know up to the 19th what I'm uploading. So I'm making sure like I note it down in my diary before I actually forget what videos I need to do.
Yeah. I know that I also might be doing a couple extra sprints over the next like 2 weeks because I have all of my StreamYard hours and they reset on the 15th. So
Yeah.
might as well use them.
That's fair. I've got like unlimited amount of StreamYard at the minute because I paid for the 24 hours one. So I'm like on their thingy. So I'm like, I need to try and do some sprints, like longer sprints. I'm actually making use of it.
Yeah. And I'm like, I only have my sprints on the 31st, the 7th, the live show on the 6th. And I'm like, that'll probably use up like half of them. Like half of my hours. So I'm like, also I'm trying to do 7 books in 7 days, the first 7 days of August. It's like a book a day.
What books have you decided to do?
Well, it's this thing that one of mine and Morgan's friend Reese told us is happening, where it's like basically other people pick your books, but you can like give like a criteria of like, oh, only books of this genre or this page count.
Oh, speaking of that, Hope, you know the person you got?
Yeah.
She got me.
Oh, she did?
Yeah. And I thought that was hilarious. Because she's like, I don't know how dark I can go. And I'm like, here's what I've been reading recently.
No. You're probably just like, just be our friend.
Right?
I know, I literally messaged that person and I was like, if you want to talk about any of the books, the only ones I haven't read are these 2. But I want to read them. And this person I'm talking had like on their list, because like it was a thing of like, you can choose how many books another person picks for you. So I was like, okay, I only want 4 of the 7 books picked. so I can like mood read and like pick novellas. And the person that I got, literally their entire Goodreads list was just dark romance, and I'm like, well, I recognize almost all of these. Here's the ones I like. Read them.
At least that sounds like it would be good. Dark romance, for example, would just be really easy reading, though, I think.
Yeah.
So at least that's something.
I literally told her my 2 triggers. It was like, I don't do on-page rape, or what's the other criteria? I said,
I was smart and I listed a bunch of books on my TBR and was like, pick books from that.
I said the only things that are huge triggers for me is on-page rape and the use of the R slur. So, other than that, just kind of go fucking crazy, dude.
My brain was like the R slur and was like getting really confused, and then it dawned on me. I was like, watch my brain just go, okay. I'm debating slightly changing my readathon in September.
How so?
I'm debating making it so you can only do 1 book per prompt. I know there's 19 prompts, right? But because my channel is movie-based as well as book-based, I'm thinking you can do whatever you don't do for books, you can watch a movie to try and do the prompts.
I'm saying this, my goal is to do at least 1 prompt.
So do you think that's a good idea or a bad idea? So I'm thinking that would fit really well with my channel, with having it like movies based as well.
I feel like that, or maybe it's like you can only use 1 book for 2 prompts.
What do you think about the movie idea part of it? Do you think that's...
I do like that, especially for people that don't read a bunch, or kind of like, for example, if they're in a movie mood or something.
Yeah. So I was just thinking, because like obviously like, my channel's books and movies. So I thought maybe it would work better just to kind of fit with my channel more. While also being, you can do it with books or you can do it with movies or a mixture of both.
Oh, Alicia says, let me catch up. Read Percy Jackson, LOL. There's what tomorrow? There are 2 different sets of sprints.
Yes.
We are beginners ready.
I think Alicia forgot she's doing sprints.
Probably.
I do that. I done that the other day. Like, obviously, like Wednesday. This Wednesday just passed. I forgot I was doing sprints until the day before.
Also, friendly reminder, my friend...
But Elizabeth was like, oh, I'll be using your sprints tomorrow. And I was like, what sprints? And I was like, oh yeah, my sprints are tomorrow. Thank you. Completely forget.
And those of you who are watching, don't forget my friend Kim's sprints are after these, so in about an hour.
Is that Kim as not magical, whimsical
narrative? Yeah.
Wasn't sure if it's that Kim or if there was another Kim I didn't know of, because obviously there's like so many people in BookTube. So,
yeah,
true.
You just sometimes you say a name and you're like, okay, which one are you referring to? I can name like 3.
Yeah. Always best to double check.
Yeah.
Oh, my mum came home today.
Oh.
On a different
How's that?
She was like really good on the West Ham Way, like, but she's like so sunburned. She's like purple.
That's
that sunburned.
Ooh.
But she says it doesn't hurt. So that's something. But she's like covered in like midgy bites.
Yikes.
So, but she had fun.
The cat just yelled at us.
Yes, I'm trying to figure out if we'll have time for another sprint after this, because this is 30 minutes plus the 10 minutes of talking.
We could just do a long thing of chatting at the end.
Yep. Okay. This is the final sprint. I will see everybody back here in 30 minutes. All right. How did everybody do?
I ended up reading 3% of The Lightning Struck Heart by T.J. Klune.
Nice. I read 36 pages of The Lightning Thief. I required it. My copy is literally falling apart. But, hey, the really cool thing about this, it is signed.
Ooh.
Let's see. Okay, I'm back. Welcome back, Alicia. My poll has 15 votes and still has a tie. What the heck? Yeah, I'm sorry. But I know Kim is doing some sprints, and then got dinner, killed some ants, and read 2 pages of Crush. Sounds productive.
Yeah.
I want to try and finish The Lightning Thief tonight. I can.
I read another 18 pages.
Nice.
I had like 1 page left of my chapter, so I was like, you know, I'm going to read that page before.
That's
Yeah.
fair.
There seems to be having a lot of sex at the minute, and I'm like, I did not expect that.
All right.
Yeah, I wouldn't have expected that.
I honestly thought this was going to be like an innocent YA book, and it's getting casual smut, and I'm like, what? What just happened? Excuse me, what?
Adults.
I don't think so. I think it's YA.
I mean, I only have 287 pages left of the book.
Yeah, it says a YA retelling.
What, for Once and Future?
Yup.
Yeah, it's just like, let me see if I can see. Let's see if I can find a bit that like, where is it?
What is the spiciest books you've read?
Yes, like this is not what I expect to see like in a YA book, right? It goes, Merlin tried to unsee Kay's pale, fully undressed backside, the twin logs of his legs, the squared off cheeks of his buttocks, his musk silver hair, and behind him, pressed against the shelves, her dark curls raked with sweat, her size dashing Merlin's hopes, was Guinevere. And I'm like,
that is a little bit for YA.
Yeah, for
typically YA
like,
is just like fade to black.
Yeah, like that's what I would expect.
What would you say, Ashley? We'll let you go first. What is the spiciest book you've ever read?
I think I can answer at least one book for Ashley.
I don't know. I read a lot of smut. I don't know.
You've read Den of Vipers.
I don't think that's the spiciest I've read though.
I'm just saying
that's what
you've ever read.
There's one though.
How long you got for this question?
Veronica, yeah.
I've read a lot of Sylvia Day books. Surprise something Sylvia Day. Maybe.
I've read a book that literally had sex in every single chapter.
Which one?
Was it Den of Vipers?
No.
Because that one does.
That
What?
Is Triad the one you're talking about with smut in every chapter?
No.
Which one are you talking about?
Blood Crown by Elizabeth Brown and Tori Heat.
Ooh.
Every single chapter.
I've not heard of that one, but I want to read it.
You would... That's on the list you gave me, so it's on my Goodreads somewhere.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think the spiciest book I read... Well, here's the thing. How much... like, what are you asking as far as, like, spice level? Are you just asking for the book I've read with the most smut or the most, like, dark?
Okay, it's like there's spiciest, but then there's like dark spiciest.
Yes. If you're asking for the lightest, spiciest book I've read, that would be Beautiful Bastards by Christina Lauren. If you're looking for the darkest, spiciest book I've read, that is probably Reaper Incarnate. Or
And that is not for the faint of heart.
no. I don't recommend reading smut until you're of legal age because shit gets fucked up. And I would say that There Are No Saints by Sophie Lark is pretty fucked up because, you know, serial killer romance. And the Mindfuck series by S.T. Abbey.
Yeah, but that's not that spicy. Like there is, but like,
I mean, do I need to explain the whole blood lube thing, or?
I'm intrigued.
So you could either read Queen Takes Night by Jolie Supercart or The Reaper Incarnate by, I can't remember the authors.
Ari Bond, I think, is one of them, and I don't remember the other ones.
I'll go that way. Yeah.
Smut and YA, that is in the YA section of the bookstore. Well, oh my, 50 Shades of Grey. Alicia, we gotta get you onto the good smut. I'm sorry.
I like 50 Shades of Grey, but that's not...
50 Shades of Grey is a terrible
honestly,
of what BDSM.
No, honestly, I it would not be surprised if I ever read that. I'm just like,
but
this
the
nothing
romance
compared to other
genre
things.
would not be what it is today without 50 Shades of Grey.
Yeah.
Just remember, it's fan fiction.
Yeah.
Yeah.
If you remember that it is literally fan fiction,
Yep,
it's actually
it is.
pretty good. But if you were to think of it as just like a normal book,
yeah, it's Twilight fan fiction.
So like, I always remember it as a fan fiction way, and I like it for that.
Starts writing down a complete list. I will only continue giving you ideas if you are above the age of 18, because I'm not about to give children smut recommendations, because
yeah,
absolutely.
I would just say Sylvia Day is a really good author for smut, but she also has like a good plot line in it.
And always check trigger warnings, because
yeah. I know that Penelope.
That was
I
the
know
first
that
one I ever read. Is fine print one, or no? Is that I'd say
it's smutty.
It's smutty.
I don't know how much I haven't read it. I want to, but
I mean, Max said it's not porn without plot. It has some spicy scenes.
Yeah.
I think the closest I've seen somebody compare it to was Beautiful Bastards in fine print, because there's still plot in both of them, but it's mostly focused on the romance and smut.
Yeah. I know that Penelope Douglas does write pretty good smut, but like I wouldn't say it's like the spiciest of the smut.
The most I've read is Ice Planet Barbarians.
So you just started with alien porn. Got it.
But
to be fair, I was going to say I started with werewolves, but I didn't. I started with 50 Shades of Grey, then went on to vampire / werewolf.
Just turned 21 yesterday. Don't worry, Ella. Okay, good. Because
well, again, I recommend anything Penelope Douglas, but check trigger warnings, because always
trigger warnings for everything. Because you never know.
I think of ones that I recommend.
I need to buy more smut. That's what I've just realised from this. I'm like, I haven't bought smut in ages.
Fucking kidding me.
Kindle Unlimited's my best friend.
I know, but I like owning my smut.
Yeah, I mean,
I like Sylvia Day. Sylvia Day is one of my favourite authors, and she's a smut author.
Yeah, so. If I were to have bought all of the smut that I've read, I probably would. I would need to sell a kidney to do that.
Yes, Ashley, both Desperate Measures and Neon
Not-
Gods are smut.
You mean Alicia?
Alicia.
You
Did
said
I-
Ashley.
I
You
don't.
said Ashley.
I'm sorry. I'm out of it, and
I
the
keep
place
meaning
I'm
to
trying to
read
get a
those
job at is
books.
being really fucking slow, and it's
Put it-
driving me crazy.
Yeah. Put it this way, Alicia, anything by Katie Robert is going to have smut. She is literally a New York Times best-selling erotic author.
I still need to read her work. I feel like I'd really like it.
I just finished one of her books last night.
Which one did you finish?
A Worthy Opponent.
Oh,
Where did they lie? Like, if you're going to like Barnes and Noble, because that's essentially the American version of Waterstones, what section is it in? Like, what area would you go to?
I don't know. I never really buy.
what?
It's not the
Oh,
only.
okay. Sorry, I misunderstood what you were saying because
Oh.
you were asking about whether fine print would be one.
Like the only
I got
like
confused.
smut that I've bought in is like Punk 57 by Penelope Douglas, and that was solely because it was found on an as seen on TikTok table near the door of my Indigo, and I was like, I've read that, I want a copy, that's going home with me.
That's fair.
Probably in romance though, like that's where I got.
I don't know if they have a romance section.
I'm trying to remember what the section is that I got. It Ends With Us by Colleen Hoover, because I remember in that same section seeing some Katie Robert books.
I don't buy most of my books from Barnes and Noble, so I'm not much help.
Well, I'm just saying, like, I'm thinking of my Indigo, which is like kind of like the Canadian equivalent of like Waterstones or Barnes and Noble.
Because I know Waterstones is on Waterstones, like people who own Waterstones own Barnes and Noble.
Yeah,
Barnes and Noble,
I'd
which
say
is why I know that
probably
they're-
a romance or at least like
Romance.
a contemporary section if you're looking for like contemporary.
I'm gonna have a look at
Smut.
Waterstones because I can never find the romance section. I don't know whether we actually have a romance section anymore.
Yeah,
We must
I
do, right?
I know that like at my like the bookstore that I go to, like when you walk in, there's at first just like a bunch of books that are just kind of mumble jumbled of like things that are on sale, things that are popular at the moment, whatever. And then there's a back, like you walk down, there's a back wall that's like the YA books. And then there's just like a whole section that has like adult fantasy, adult romance, all that. But I literally think it's just like, the romance is just like in the everything section. And then there's just like the fantasy and the sci-fi in one section. So I'm like,
Yeah, I think it is. I think it's like mixed in with like general fiction, which is never
possibly.
easy to find it.
Yeah.
Oh, well.
Also, like a lot of the smut that I read is indie, so like you wouldn't be able to even find them in bookstores really.
That's fair enough.
There are some that I definitely want to buy at some point, but like money struggles.
I might try and buy some this weekend. Like, if me and Rachel end up going to like Waterstones or whatever, then I might try and buy some. But we'll need to see.
I don't know how many people in the chat are participating in Witchathon, but don't forget to actually sign up for a coven when you join.
There are so many people that joined the Discord and they have not picked a team yet.
And that is kind of a requirement if you're going to participate in the reading.
Well, the thing is, people could just forget, and then when they submit it, they'll be like, "Oh yeah, I picked this team." Submit pages.
Yes, but if you do that, please just
remember, you cannot police other people's reading, even when participating in readathons.
Nope. I was just saying that, like, don't submit for different teams for every book you read.
Yeah, unless you're trying to do a bingo for every single team. Because that you could do that if you wanted to. It's just like you'd skew this kind of scores a little bit.
Yes. And, we don't want that.
Speaking of smut, I have smut in my TBR for August.
I think I do too.
Ooh.
Actually, let me look.
Put it this way, it's me. So like, are you surprised that I have smut? Yeah, because I think how the Witchathon thing will work is like you have to put your name. So you'd put like your unique name, like just a name that you want to go by. Your coven, the book name, how many pages, and then did you get a bingo or did you black out the board? So Sam will probably average it by how many different names are submitted.
Yes. So please submit the same name every time.
Yeah, and if you do not remember what you submitted your name as, I'm sure somebody can help figure that out.
So far on the list that my TBR game gave me, there are, I think, 4. I don't know if the first all for the game books.
None of them really are.
The Poxwell Court isn't smutty? Okay.
Put it this way, you don't get romance till book 3.
Okay. So
it's the epitome of slow burn.
Oof.
Hence why I read it like twice a year to torture myself.
Fair enough. And then for my list of other books that I would like to get read in August.
Okay, I have 3 books that like I know for a fact have smut.
2.
I have 1.
But also I will probably just decide, hey, I just want to go on a Kindle Unlimited spree. And
is Year of the Reaper?
It's YA.
It's YA? Okay.
But that means nothing, because this is YA. And this is somehow getting smut in it. And I'm very confused.
So there's 7. Why torture yourself? Enjoy your readings, not torture.
Oh, whenever I read that series, it's equal torture, equal enjoyment. It's like torture in the best way possible, but also like... Also, I could spend about 4 hours talking about the series. So, that shows that I love it.
7? Yeah, 7 books I'm reading this month, I know for a fact have smut in them.
I'm like, I have 1. it will be like I'll be like my little baby. I'll be like, I'm keeping you for when like I need an easy read.
Yeah.
So on Kindle Unlimited. That's by Sylvia Day, which is one of my favorite smut authors. So I mean, it works really well for me.
The one book, I don't know if it actually has smut, but based on the other books in the series, you would think, but because it's a novella and I don't really know the plot of the novella,
yeah.
I should probably actually look at.
What one hole?
I'm going to end the live here. We can continue this discussion backstage. We have about 5 minutes until Kim sprints. The link to her sprints are in the chat, so please head on over there after these. Thank you to Hope and Ashley and Sam, who's not on right now. But thank you guys for co-hosting with me. I had a lot of fun today, and I hope you guys did too.
Yeah.
Thanks. Bye.
Bye.